Network. The Rams have ruled out star receiver Puka Nacua for Sunday's game against the Jaguars in London. He's been dealing with an ankle injury that he suffered last week against the Ravens. Elsewhere, the Commanders have also ruled out their star receiver, Terry McLaurin. He returned to practice earlier this week as a limited participant, but will not be ready for Sunday's matchup with the Cowboys and will miss his fourth straight game with a quad injury. On the other side of that matchup, the Cowboys are getting receiver CeeDee Lamb back after missing 3 games with an ankle injury. However, they will be without cornerback Trayvon Diggs, who suffered a concussion during an accident at his home Thursday night and was ruled out. And once again, 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy is out with a toe injury. Mac Jones will get the start against the Falcons Sunday, but San Francisco will have tight end George Kittle back for the first time since week 1. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in. Cool as can be. Tap Good RX. Saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Are you ready for the spookiest season of the year? Shopping for a Halloween costume doesn't have to be scary. Your Goodwill retail store at 351 Wake Avenue has everything you need to make it a Halloween to remember. From costumes that will give you goosebumps to costumes that will send shivers down your spine. And there's a wide range of options for all ages. You'll find DIY and packaged costumes, cute and funny or bone-chillingly scary. Or you'll find something to suit your style at Goodwill. Every purchase and donation supports Goodwill's mission to provide training and employment opportunities to individuals facing barriers to work. Situated inside the Wake Avenue store is Goodwill's newest community employment center. Our career advisors are ready to assist job seekers with their job search, including job leads, application completion, resume development, interview preparation, and free workshops, including communication, conflict resolution, financial literacy, and more. All at no cost. Goodwill has been making good happen since 1930. Tired of swiping left on a bike that just isn't the one? Bobby's Territorial Harley-Davidson is ready to help riders find the perfect motorcycle. It's their Meet Your Match event, and they are dedicated to helping every rider find the one that fits their style, their ride, and their soul. Plus, the fun doesn't stop there. Visit their website at territorialht.com. Don't spend another day without your dream bike. Come meet your match today at Bobby's Territorial Harley-Davidson, 2550 East Gila Ridge Road in Yuma.
And it is 7:31 on this Saturday morning, October 18th. Got some birthdays here, some big shot birthdays. Singer Russ Gagarin. I don't think you probably ever heard of him, but you did. You heard him, but you don't hear him. He's with the association, or was. He's 82 today. Pam Dauber, she was in Mork and Mindy. She was the Mindy one. She is 75 today. Gospel singer Vicki Winans is 72. We have actor John Lindstrom of General Hospital. He's 68. Actor John Claude Van Damme, 65. I thought he was older than that. Jazz trumpeter Wynton Marsalis is 64 today. Vincent Spano is 63. We have Joe Bryant of Parenthood. He's 51. Singer Nee Yo is 46. We have actor Frida Pinto of Slumdog Millionaire, 41 years old today. Zac Efron. He was in the High School musicals, and he was also in Hairspray, and I don't know what else is it. He's 38. Actor Joy Lauren, Desperate Housewives, 36. Tyler Posey is 34, and that's it. That's the big shot birthdays. We got the local people coming up next.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Albert Anthony Espinosa, Angie Duenas, Kay Creed, Ruby Platt, Selma Pacheco, Sharon Fernandez Zamudio, Evan D. Rivers, Bertha Fernandez Rascon, Sergio Cardenas, Samantha Talamantes, and Stephanie Burwer. Happy birthday to each and every one.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in California at highschoolofficials.com.
And we are now ready for the meat and potatoes. It's World and California News headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. During his meeting with President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House, President Trump expressed reservations about sending Ukraine long-range Tomahawk missiles.
Hopefully we'll be able to get the war over with without thinking about Tomahawks.
Trump says it's time for Ukraine and Russia to stop the killing and make a deal. Former New York Congressman George Santos walked out of a New Jersey prison late last night after Trump commuted his sentence for fraud. CBS's Christian Benavides.
Santos will no longer be required to pay nearly $400,000 in restitution to his victims.
Santos served 3 months of a 7-year sentence. Shohei Ohtani hit 3 home runs and pitched 6 scoreless innings as the Dodgers beat the Brewers 5-1 to sweep the National League Championship Series.
It was incredible. It was wild. It was loud. And Shohei, 3 bombs, amazing.
He's the only pitcher in Major League history to hit multiple home runs in a playoff game. Oh, by the way, he struck out 10 batters while on the mound. CBS News Brief. I'm Michael Wallace.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. For the 5th time in 9 years, the Los Angeles Dodgers are headed to the World Series. This thanks to a magical night for Shohei Ohtani, who blasted 3 homers at Dodger Stadium while striking out 10 Milwaukee batters, leading to a 5-1 win and a 4-game sweep of the Brewers in the National League Championship Series. Manager Dave Roberts calls it a thrilling night.
To do it in a game-clinching game at home, wins the NLCS MVP, pretty special, and I'm just happy to be able to go along for the ride.
The Dodgers will next face either Toronto or Seattle in the Fall Classic. Millions of Americans are expected to take part in today's No Kings protest against President Trump in Los Angeles and several other U.S. cities. U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson is calling the rallies Hate America protests. Chevron is cutting 175 jobs at its 2 California offices as part of a cost-cutting plan. Bob McClay, California Headline News.
And the World California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org for real-time information about the air that you breathe.
Heads up, California. There's a statewide special election November 4th. Active registered voters will receive a vote-by-mail ballot that can be returned at a drop-off location, in person, or by mail. Rest assured, your vote is secure. You can even sign up to track your ballot. Your vote is your voice. Use it. Don't delay. Vote right away. Get more information or check your voter status at sos.ca.gov. A message from the California Secretary of State.
And we are now ready for page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive and at the Imperial Valley Mall. In the KXO newsroom, a Marine helicopter pilot, a Marine Corps pilot died and another was seriously injured when the U.S. Marine Corps helicopter crashed near Glamis Thursday. The AH-1Z Viper attack helicopter reportedly went down in the desert near Glamis at about 7 p.m. Thursday night. Both pilots were taken to the hospital. One pilot survived and is being treated at Desert Regional Medical Center, while the other pilot succumbed to injuries sustained in that crash. Helicopter reportedly went down while participating in a training exercise. Cause of the crash remains under investigation. Raleigh police respond to a domestic violence report at around 8:30 Thursday morning. At 911, a text was received by the Brawley Dispatch Center. Message reported a possible domestic violence incident involving a firearm. It was reportedly in the apartment complex at 402 Southeastern Avenue. Police arrived at the scene and spoke with a man and a woman about the report. Police placed the male under arrest. During a subsequent search of the suspect's apartment, Raleigh PD K-9 alerted to the bathroom of the apartment. Inside, officers found a suspected explosive device. Surrounding residents were immediately evacuated. Roads were closed off, and Brawley Fire and Imperial County Explosive Ordnance Disposal Team were called in. The county team disarmed the device and declared the area safe. Evacuation was lifted and the closed-off roads were all reopened. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you hit the road, head into a nearby Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center and say, I want the works. Now we're talking oil change. Using top quality Motorcraft oil. They'll change the oil filter, check the belts and hoses, top off the fluids, check the battery, rotate the tires, and it's all for one low price. You can't beat the service. You can't beat the price. The works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you don't need an appointment, but if you want, schedule one for Quick Lane or their mobile service at elcentromotors.net.
And get ready to have a great time with the Victoria Homes family. Today is its grand opening of the Victoria Homes Cambria 4. There will be a DJ, hot dogs, a bounce house, and a meet and greet with the new Cambria 4 team. An open house with tours of the unique and distinctive new Cambria 4 homes from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All today at Cambria 4, the latest from the Imperial Valley's leader over 35 years, Victoria Homes. Welcome home to a Cambria 4 by Victoria Homes. Directions and more information available at victoriahomesimperial.com. But find out fast because it is today. Fiesta de los Muertos is also today. It is hosted by the Parks and Recreation Department of the City of Imperial. Fiesta de los Muertos leans heavily on the Mexicans' Dia de Muertos with a bit more. They promise a day full of vibes, live music, food, and fun. Everyone is invited to bring your friends, your family, and your good energy. It'll be downtown Imperial from 5 to 9 p.m. tonight. And Fiesta de Locos comedy show is also tonight. It's all to benefit the El Centro Police Athletic League that is being held today at the PAL Center, 1100 North 4th Street. Tickets are $30 at the door. Doors open tonight at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. Food and a bar will be available. DJ music provided for your entertainment. That's it. That's page one of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you'll never need an appointment.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with over 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
Oh, Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away goes troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter, Roto-Rooter, Roto-Rooter.
And it is now page 2 of the local news and the local weather, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. City of El Centro will host its 3rd annual First Responders Wall Engraving Ceremony on Saturday, October 25th at 9 a.m. at First Responders Park, 1910 North Waterman Avenue. Held in observance of National First Responders Day, this year's ceremony marks the largest group of honorees to date. The first year recognized 9 individuals, second year honored 11, and this year celebrates 17 heroes who have served and protected Imperial County communities with dedication and courage. Among those being honored this year, Nicanor O. Benavides of the Imperial County Fire Department, Stanley Armstrong of the El Centro Fire Department, David Gomez of the El Centro Fire Department, Kenneth Ray of the Brawley Fire Department, Christopher Hall of Calipatria Fire Department, Alex Romero of the El Centro Fire Department, John Seaman of the El Centro Police Department, Eddie Madueño, El Centro Police Department, Ernesto Salas of the Imperial County Fire Department, Harold Carter of the Imperial County Sheriff's Office, Manuel Ruan of the Calipatria State Prison, James Spear, Calipatria Police Department, Angie Cuevas Mason of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Eric Hackett of the Clexico Police Department, Charles Kelly of the El Centro Fire Department, Steve Messick of the California Department of Fish and Game, and Steve Wilson, El Centro Fire Department. The city invites residents, families, and visitors to attend this meaningful event as the names of those heroes are permanently engraved on the wall, a lasting tribute to their service and their sacrifice. Fire threatens homes in Hauteville. It was reported near a Barbara Worth Country Club. Officials say the fire was fast moving and it burned a shed being used as a storage shed. Employees at the county country club called the county fire and began efforts to extinguish the blaze. County fire arrived and relieved the volunteers. They were able to stop the fire from spreading to the nearby homes. It was finally extinguished altogether. An official cause of the fire is being investigated. It is suspected, however, that a controlled burn got out of control. No injuries were reported. Damage was only to that shed. And Palm Springs CEO William Frank Rodriguez was arrested this week. Palm Springs Chief Executive Officer is suspected of a crime committed last year. The Palm Springs Desert Sun is reporting that Rodriguez is suspected of being involved in a hit and run, which a 60-year-old woman from Cathedral City suffered fatal injuries. Incident occurred October 20 in 2024. Rodriguez was arraigned Wednesday on the charges of murder, hit and run resulting in great bodily injury, and operating a vehicle with a suspended or revoked driver's license. Bail for the 43-year-old was set at $2 million. Rodriguez posted bail and was released from jail. His next court appearance was set for October 24th. And a traffic stop led to the discovery of drugs and guns. Imperial County Sheriff's deputies assigned to the Winter Haven substation stopped a car driving on the wrong side of the roadway at about 7:40 p.m. On Wednesday, deputies engaged in conversation with the 4 occupants of the car. Deputies noticed abnormal behavior from the occupants and asked them to step out of the car. During a pat-down for weapons, the driver deputies had discovered a loaded firearm in his possession. Further investigation found a passenger with a loaded firearm and methamphetamine. Search of the car led to the discovery of a third loaded gun and more methamphetamine. A criminal check found one of the occupants is a convicted felon with prior weapons offenses. 2 of the car's occupants were booked into Imperial County Jail for weapons and drug offenses, while the other 2 were issued citations for weapons-related offenses. We've got your weather coming up next.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
The high temperature here today, 88 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 57. National Weather Service says dry and tranquil weather conditions will persist this weekend, with temperatures back into the normal range. Temperatures will warm a bit further early next week, with the lower deserts highs up topping out at around 90 degrees before cooling back into the normal range later in the week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today, highs right near 87. Winds will be calm. Tonight, mostly clear skies, overnight lows around 61. Continued calm winds. Sunday on Sunday, highs right near 90. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies, overnight lows around 62. Winds will be calm. Sunday on Monday, highs right near 90. Northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 58 degrees, 42% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality is just fine, thank you. Good throughout the region. CBS News, the local news, page 2, and the weather, brought to you by Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank, 760-370-0966.
What if the music stopped? If the familiar voices were silenced? If there were no breaking news updates? What if your companion and connection to your community came with a monthly fee? Don't worry, we're free local radio with you wherever you go, celebrating 100 years and looking forward to the next 100. We are broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on your local TV and radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we are now ready for sports. Sports is brought to you by by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to serve you better. Major League Baseball, you heard it all. The Dodgers are in the World Series again. They defeated the Brave Brewers 5-1 behind the pitching and hitting of Ohtani. Dodgers win the series. In fact, they swept it 4-0. The Mariners beats the Blue Jays 6-2. The Mariners lead the American League Championship Series 3-2, but it's not over yet. They will play again on Sunday. Mariners and the Blue Jays in Canada, and if the Mariners can win that one, they'll be in the World Series. If not, they'll go one more time. The football. High school football scoreboard for Week 9. Week 9 began Thursday with Vincent Memorial shutting out Southwest 20-0. Last night it was Centro over Klexico 35-20. Game you heard on KXO. Oakville defeated Brawley 36-7. Palo Verde Valley, they got by Calapat 34-20. Imperial had to bye. Sunday, tomorrow morning, early in the morning, the Rams will take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. That game will be on the air at 6:30 in the morning on FM 107.5, the Ram station for the Imperial Valley. The game will be live from London, England. Sunday afternoon, football, 4:30 p.m., Falcons at the 49ers on KXO, AM 1230. Monday night football, Tampa Bay takes on the Detroit Lions Monday night at 3 p.m., also on KXO, AM 1230. We'll be back for more.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
And in college football, it was Louisville over Miami, 24-21. Minnesota defeated Nebraska 24-6. National Hockey League, they went into overtime. The Lightning and Red Wings did. Red Wings won the game in overtime, 2-1. It was the Capitals over the Wild, 5-1. Canucks and Blackhawks, they went into a shootout. Canucks won the game in the shootout, 3-2. Mammoth defeated the Sharks by a score of 6-3. NBA, they're still in their preseason. The Raptors beat the Nets 119-114. 76ers over the Timberwolves 126-110. Knicks got by the Hornets 113-108. Grizzlies over the Heat 141-125. Thunder defeated the Nuggets 94-91. Spurs beat the Pacers 133-104. Clippers over the Warriors 106-103. Kings defeated the Lakers 117-116. Just squeaked by. The NBA season begins on October 21st. And Japanese golfer Kito Nakajima shot a bogey-free 7-under-65 to take a 2-stroke lead at DP World India Championship after the third round Saturday this morning, moving in sight of his second title on the European Tour. And young Kim's eagle on the 17th hole has helped increase her lead to 4 strokes going into the final round of the BMW Ladies Championship in Korea after shooting a 3-under-69 early this morning. Tommy Fleetwood his strong finish to the season by shooting an 8-under-64 to take a 1-stroke lead at the halfway point of the DP World India Championship as Ryder Cup teammate Rory McIlroy battled to stay in contention on Friday. Okay, I think we had a couple of stories on it. The former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina ended her 5-month wait to reach another final with an impressive 6-3, 6-2 victory over Jasmine Paolini in the last 4 of the Ningbo Open. Okay, and the last remaining seeded player at the WTA's Japan Open in tennis has reached Sunday's final. Leila Fernandez defeated 35-year-old Sorana Cristea 6-1, 2-6, 6-4, and 4-4 in the deciding set Saturday. Fernandez broke Cristea's serve, then held her own serve in the next game to advance. So there you go. That's a look at sports. Sports Time brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it is now time for today's financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, business, or construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. On the business side, Dow rebounds nearly 600 points. S&P 500 claws back more than half of Friday's rout as Trump softens China's stance. Stocks surged on Monday, rebounding from Friday's sell-off after President Donald Trump said trade relations with China will all be fine. The Dow Jones Industrial closed up 587.98 points, or 1.29%, to 46,067.58, which equates to 67% of its Friday loss. The S&P 500 climbed 1.56% to finish at 6,654.72, retracing of 56% of its prior decline. NASDAQ Composite popped 2.21% to settle at 22,694.61 as beatdown technology stocks led the bounce. Oracle rallied for more than 5%, while NVIDIA rose close to 3%. Broadcom surged almost 10% after making its partnership with OpenAI official on Monday morning. Okay, we got your weather coming up in just a minute.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their #1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
The high temperature yesterday, 88 degrees. Overnight low this morning, 57. National Weather Service says dry and tranquil weather conditions will persist this weekend, with temperatures back into the normal range. Temperatures will warm a bit further early next week, with the lower desert highs topping out at around 90 degrees before cooling back into the normal range later in the week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 87. Winds will be calm. Mostly clear tonight. Overnight lows around 61. Continued calm winds. Sunday, sunny skies. Highs right near 90. West winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear skies. Overnight lows around 62. Winds will be calm. Monday, sunny skies. Highs right near 90. Northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. And right now we're looking at 58 degrees, 42% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality still good throughout the area. Yeah, everywhere. That's it. Financial news and weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal at 4th and Heil in El Centro. It's 8 o'clock at KXO El Centro, California.
CBS News T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Allison Keys in Frisco, Texas.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
That's one of the No Kings demonstrations going on across the nation against President Trump's policies. In Washington, D.C., people started gathering last night. WTOP's Scott Gelman.
The crowd here along the National Mall is ringing bells and waving American flags as speakers share their stories. Signs say things like "End to the Orange Nightmare." Republicans are calling events like this one Hate America rallies.
I know people want to call it the Hate America, but it's actually a true love for America that has people coming out when they see that their Constitution and their country is falling under what looks like at this moment a dictatorship.
President Trump has commuted the sentence of disgraced former Republican Congressman George Santos of New York. CBS's Michelle Miller.
In July, Santos began serving a 7-year sentence at a federal prison in New Jersey on multiple wire fraud and identity theft charges. He admitted to deceiving donors and voters and stealing the identities of nearly a dozen people. In a social media post, Trump claimed Santos had been horribly treated in prison.
The president is taking aim at Venezuela and its President Maduro as the U.S. military struck another alleged drug boat off that nation's coast. CBS's Scott McFarland.
Trump, who's authorized CIA action inside the country, has made it clear he wants Maduro removed from power, in part because of his alleged ties to drug trafficking. New images show the B-52 bombers that flew near Venezuela Wednesday, and CBS News has learned that for a 6th time since September, the U.S. military struck a vessel in the Caribbean Thursday night. This time, what Trump called a submarine.
Israel confirms the remains of a 10th hostage have arrived in Tel Aviv. CBS's Nancy Chen.
The Red Cross transferred the body of 75-year-old Eliyahu Margalit to Israeli security forces. He was killed by Hamas during the October 7th terror attack.
On CBS's 60 Minutes tomorrow, correspondent Leslie Stahl speaks with U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff about that Israel-Hamas ceasefire deal.
People should understand that Netanyahu, the Israelis, bombed the peacemakers, bombed the negotiating team.
And by the way, Leslie, it had a metastasizing effect because the Qataris were critical to the negotiation, as were the Egyptians and the Turks. And we had lost the confidence of the Qataris.
Now to baseball as the LA Dodgers head to the World Series after sweeping Milwaukee.
It was wild. It was loud. And Shohei, 3 bombs. Amazing.
Ohtani also pitched 10 strikeouts from the mound. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Right now, you can save big with T-Mobile's phone and home internet bundle. Visit your local store to learn more.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license, unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a month in bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Proof of the many ways things can go sideways on social media, even involving Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
The videos have popped up all over TikTok and Instagram. OpenAI says users of its Sora 2 AI video app have been making what it calls disrespectful depictions of the civil rights activist.
I have a dream. Wait, no, I don't. Just kidding. You literally thought I had a dream. I do have one thing to say, though. 6'7".
The company is blocking the videos after MLK's youngest child, Bernice King, complained on behalf of his estate. Some of the videos have racist themes, with Dr. King stealing from a grocery store or speeding away from police. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
People weren't the only victims in those flooded Alaska villages after a typhoon last weekend. Volunteers are saving dogs that were left behind, one tiny plane load at a time. A nonprofit started chartering planes after hearing that up to 100 canines were left behind as people fled remote villages on the coast of the Bering Sea. Allison Keyes, CBS News.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer
with George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you wanna.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.